Welcome to Conversation. Well, what? Welcome to Conversations with Carl and Latonya. And I'm Carl Gilliard, and this is my lovely wife who can...
Hey, everybody.
It's Latonya Gilliard. You know who she is.
Yeah.
So, this is another episode from the boudoir, but this time we weren't forced by Nickelodeon to be here. We just thought it was more appropriate.
Yes, because of the subject matter.
The subject matter is more boudoir-ish.
And be forewarned, this is mature subject matter. So if you got little kiddies in earshot of this video while you're watching it, shut it down. They don't need to hear all this.
We're going to talk about marriage sex. Sex between married people. And yes, sex does happen.
Or the lack thereof.
We have to take care of business. Anyway, this came from the inbox. A friend of mine, who is also married, was talking about a discussion she was having at her job with many other of her married friends at the job about brothers who are not basically stepping up to the plate and giving their wives more variety in the sexual area, kind of rolling over and giving it to them. And
yeah, her letter was about boredom in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
So just to summarize it, she was saying that evidently this person, a friend, has expressed that she's bored in the bedroom, and the husband evidently is not listening or not changing. Okay,
this is kind of a routine.
Yeah. And so she's saying that, so this doesn't give you a right to go outside of the marriage to get what you want. So of course she advised her to stick to it, just hang in there and hopefully keep trying things and it'll change. So she's saying this situation, for better or for worse, sickness and health, and she's saying he must be sick, laugh out loud.
Well, no, she was saying that unless he's sick, he better be sick if he's not performing. That's what she was saying.
Okay.
I
get that.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Well, okay. So, when if your husband is okay, so she sounds like a wham bam, thank you, ma'am kind of scenario.
Yeah, it looks like that.
So it's like no foreplay. She's saying, and it's all just missionary position. I don't know if you and she's talked about it. I always say you've got to have that conversation about anything you can work out. If there's no verbal and physical harm or abuse going on, this is just a bad spot of a lack of finesse. And, I don't know if it's a once a week thing or a once a month type thing going on, but I just can't. Okay, I know vitality, all that stuff leaves after a while. The honeymoon phase is over at some point or period.
To the day I die.
I'm not talking about you.
Sorry.
Okay, so, well, I need to ask you this. So this woman has told her husband, I'm bored. Yeah. We need to spice this up.
Right.
Maybe she's being the one who initiates.
Mm-hmm. She also sent a letter, though, that a lot of men don't like women who initiate. Remember she said that in the letter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me ask you. I don't know. What is it in a man that would make you not like a woman that initiates?
I can't imagine what that would be, actually. But I will say that, as we always talk about, that we have an obligation and a responsibility for our own stuff. So I don't know what's happened with this woman. You have great eyes to read that, by the way. But what she could do is she could maybe, dress in lingerie. She could do some spicy things herself, bring some things into the bedroom herself that she wants, and maybe he'll respond to that. I can't imagine a man who, like for example, you initiate sex with me. Let's go. I don't know.
It looks like though, but it looks like she's telling him, because it says she's saying that she wants more and she wants it differently, and he knows it.
Oh, well.
So, okay, let's say.
But what is he doing? Is she doing anything about it? Is she bringing in like maybe oils or certain sort of flavored things and edible undies? I don't know. Whatever she.
Okay.
Is she doing anything different herself? I'm not saying that it's all her responsibility. I'm saying that if that's what she wants to do, maybe she could do things to incentivize him to want to do more too.
Incentivize him.
Yeah, they give him incentive.
Okay, if she's had this conversation with her husband and nothing's changed, okay, number one, it tells me something else is going on.
Yeah.
He either is, there's something that they're not talking about. Okay, let's say it's number one, it may be something physical going on. Okay, we can just put that out there and get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay, if something is going on and he's not doing anything because he's afraid of his performance, he's having some physical issues, maybe it's a prostate situation, I don't know. Okay, that's something that he needs to come clean about, be honest with his wife. Okay, and maybe it's something that they need to go to the doctor and just get straightened out or see what's going on.
It could be. Whatever needs to be done. Personally, I think that I can't, remember a time when, anytime I've been married, that my wife has expressed interest in having variety in that area, that I wasn't at least concerned in my heart to want to please her. I think that the one thing that you women should know is when you express a desire in your heart for something, your husband wants to see you happy. I mean, most times. I mean, I know there are different situations that may be that may not be true, but most men I know, whenever a woman expresses, especially in kindness and love, that you want something, in our hearts we really want to give it to you.
Okay.
So I don't know what that, I don't know if the woman is like threatening him.
Okay,
saying,
now that's
I'm gonna
one
go out
thing.
and have sex with somebody else. You better get on your
Okay,
thing.
well, that was
Get on
her
your
thing.
J-O-B, baby. If you don't get on your J-O-B, then I'm gonna do something to you.
That brings me to number
I'm
two.
gonna go out and get me another man.
No,
yeah, I'm saying? Yeah.
But that brings me to number two. Number one is a physical problem. Number two, it could be that she has turned him off so much that he doesn't have that desire anymore for her.
And then he has this traditional desire to have sex, and so when he wants to kind of release himself, then he just does the normal missionary style.
Right. Because I don't think if you really care for somebody and if you really are in love and you really, want to please your wife, you're going to listen and you're going to make changes.
What about you though? What about though from what I just said though about?
Well, we're just answering. Okay, we're answering.
Well, y'all answered the question. We answered the video. I'm asking you about what do you think about what I said about in terms of bringing variety yourself.
Oh yeah.
Because all you can do is control yourself, right?
True.
Okay.
Now I'm saying okay, that brings me to number three. Okay, let's rule out. Okay, let's say if it's a physical thing, and let's go to the doctor. Let's get it checked out. Let's see what we're dealing with. Number two, he's got to be honest and talk to her. Maybe he has lost his desire because she's mean. She's put a bunch of pressure on him, so he can't really perform. And when he does, he just rolls over and gets his little release, and he's done. Which means he doesn't really care. That just doesn't sound right to me.
That's what I'm saying.
As a husband, that doesn't sound right. Something's going on. They've lost their connection somehow.
And that happens.
They have another issue that's showing up in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It's somewhere else in that marriage, and it's showing up in the bedroom. I can definitely
tell you that, and I know there are physical things, that especially when you get older, brothers get older, and performance changes. But I can tell you for a fact that if your wife is putting a lot of pressure on you and she doesn't seem to care about you at all, I can tell you that the sex from the male perspective,
it suffers.
It suffers. The ability to perform is not there. You don't want to do it. And if you do it, it's like, it's
Let's
cool.
Get this over with.
But it's not. It's like, yeah.
I get that.
That. Never mind.
Okay, that's number three.
And or if it is some sort of issue with performance, there's all kinds of enhancements out there. Miracle stuff, the miracle herb they have at the 7-Eleven is like this miracle pill I hear is pretty incredible. And then Cialis and Viagra and all that stuff. There's all kinds of things that you can do.
Yeah, if you need that help. Yeah, but
so
okay.
What's the problem? I don't.
No, that's if everything is okay.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, and if it's a physical thing.
Right.
That was solution number one. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with if you just don't feel like it because you lost that connection.
That's true.
Okay. And the other thing, if she wants to change things, I don't know, maybe he's in some little kind of funk or something. If I were her, I would take over. I don't know. Take over. Do what you need to do. Take over and be like, look, I'm in charge of this right here. You can just lay here if you want to. Seriously. Sometimes I guess she just has to. Like you said, she'll come in with her little lingerie. Give him a lap dance or something, and if that doesn't work.
But I wasn't talking about going to the drill sergeant mode.
No, I ain't talking about drill sergeant.
I was talking about basically just her appearance and her whole attitude and her whole
No. I'm saying if she has to take over.
Bring a thing in there. They bring a different thing in the room with you. Be sexy. Change your hair. Put on some negligee stuff and some, you know what I'm saying? Just walk up on her brother. Bring some wine in the bedroom and stuff with you. And some chocolate strawberries and some whipped cream and something like that. Bring some edible stuff. Brother may be hungry. You want a midnight snack.
Okay.
Midnight snack. Maybe 1 a.m. snack.
Not that.
That's what I'm talking about.
I heard you. I'm just saying, I'm answering the question.
Stuff. Okay.
I'm just answering the question. So, and like I said, the last thing is, if none of that other stuff works, there's no ought between you, and there's not a real serious physical problem going on with him, take over. Ladies, you walk in your feminine power. This is an area that you can have some serious control over, and you know this. So you go in there, you show him what the business is going to be. You take control, you get in there, and you make it happen. And if he fights against it, oh yeah, you got a serious problem. You got a real big problem, okay? If he doesn't like you taking control to get yours just like he's been getting his, yeah, you got a serious problem. Otherwise, though, if this man loves you, if your husband loves you, and he's just going through a little thing or whatever, if you can't get him to snap out of that funk by you taking control and doing what you know you need to do, yeah.
And have fun. I think the whole thing, too, is that we all get bogged down with the vicissitudes of life. Work, children, money.
Yeah.
Money, children, work, obligations.
Yeah.
Loosen up. Have fun.
Yeah.
The bedroom, the marriage bed is undefiled.
But you know what, men? There's some things that you can do, too. If your wife has fallen into a little thing and she's exhausted or whatever, take some stress off of her.
Yeah.
Cook, clean, do stuff that her, do whatever it takes, the kids, whatever. Take that off of her so that she can be free in the bedroom, because this is the biggest sex organ right here. And if there's a lot of stuff on our mind, what has to be done or whatever, sometimes we get into that rut and we get into mommy mode, or just that classic, just got to do this. We have to snap out of it sometimes.
Right. Absolutely.
And you got to know how to do it. Sometimes it's look, baby, relax, lay down, get some oils.
Ooh, oil.
Rub her down. I guarantee that'll change it.
Some chocolate on there.
You can put some chocolate.
Some chocolate and some.
I don't know them. Some
strawberry.
Some chocolate. Chocolate don't mix with everything.
Put some blueberry lemonade by.
Okay, that's enough. All right. We hope we helped you. We hope we helped you out.
I'm thirsty. All right, so that's it.
Signing off.
That's it for this edition of Conversation with Carla and Latonya.
Yeah.
And as you well know, in the boudoir, in a jacket and kerchief in the pocket.
I know, a jacket? Seriously, come on.
I'm Carl Gilliard, and you are my wife.
Yes, I am. Have a great week.
You say your name.
We love you. They know who I am.
Okay. Peace.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do is alright with me. 'Cause you we